अस्सलाम वालेकुम स्टूडेंट्स। आज का जो हमारा टॉपिक है बिजनेस स्टडीज़ से ट्वेल्थ क्लास के लिए, दैट इज़ बैरियर्स टू इफ़ेक्टिव कम्युनिकेशन। ये कल से हमारा ये टॉपिक चल रहा है। इसमें से हमने सेमेंटिक बैरियर्स और साइकोलॉजिकल बैरियर्स जो थे उन पे हमने कल बात की, कल हमने उनको डिस्कस किया। तो आज हम जाएंगे कि जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल बैरियर्स होते हैं उन पे हम आज डिस्कस करेंगे। Organizational barriers are related to organization structure, authority, relationship, rules and regulations. आ, तो यही जो बैरियर्स हैं उन्हीं पे आज हम डिस्कस करेंगे। ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल पॉलिसी, if the organizational policy does not provide for free flow of communication, the effectiveness of communication is affected. For example, people don't have free communication in a completely centralized organization. दूसरा जो बैरियर है दैट इज रूल्स एंड रेगुलेशंस। rigid rules and regulations may place many difficulties in the way of clear communication. दूसरा जो बैरियर है दैट इज स्टेटस। communication among people belonging to different status and position in rather difficult. They don't feel free to communicate with one another. और एक बैरियर है दैट इज complexity in organizational structure. The communication in an organization with a number of managerial levels gets delayed and distorted due to many filtering points. Organizational facilities. Proper organizational facilities like complaint box, suggestion box, social and cultural gathering, frequent meetings, etc. are very essential for free flow of communication. Various problems can get created in the absence of these facilities. उसके बाद हो गया पर्सनल बैरियर्स। The personal factors of both sender and receiver also have a great impact on the flow of communication. Some of the personal barriers, let them discuss. पहला है fear of challenge to authority. A superior may suppress such communication which according to him may affect his authority. दूसरा है lack of confidence by superior in his subordinates. If a superior does not possess confidence in his subordinates' abilities, he may not seek their advice or opinions. Unwilling to communicate. Best of communicators cannot communicate with those who are just not open to same. Some by nature are simply not keen to communicate much anyway. Fear of rejection or any other likely adverse fallout may be other reasons for which people are unwilling to communicate. For example, sometimes the subordinates are not willing to communicate with their superior as they think it may affect their interest. तो पर्सनल बैरियर्स में जो लास्ट है दैट इज लैक ऑफ प्रॉपर इंसेंटिव्स. इन द एब्सेंस ऑफ एनी motivation or incentive, the workers may not initiate to communicate. For example, absence of reward or appreciation may resist the employees to come out with good suggestions. ये तो थे बैरियर्स. तो इन बैरियर्स जो हैं ये यानी कि इस कम्युनिकेशन को हम कैसे असरदार बनाएंगे, कौन कौन से स्टेप्स हमने उठाने पड़ेंगे. तो उनमें से जो पहला पॉइंट है दैट इज क्लियरिफाई द आइडियाज बिफोर कम्युनिकेशन. Any issue to be communicated to a subordinate should be clearly and completely studied and analyzed by the superior. Moreover, it should be stated in such a manner that subordinate can easily understand it in the same sense in which the supervisor wants him to receive it. दूसरा जो पॉइंट है दैट इज कम्युनिकेट अकॉर्डिंग टू द नीड ऑफ रिसीवर। जिस तरह से रिसीवर की ज़रूरत है उसी तरह से हमने उनको कम्युनिकेट करना है। द लेवल ऑफ अंडरस्टैंडिंग एंड एजुकेशन ऑफ द सबऑर्डिनेट्स must be very clear to the manager. Manager should try to communicate according to their level. Consult others before communication. It is desirable to involve others in developing a plan for communication. Consulting the subordinates before communicating the message helps us to gain their ready acceptance and willing cooperation. Be aware of language, tone and content of message. The language, tone and content of message to be communicated are very important aspect of an effective communication. The language should be clear, simple and easy understandable. Similarly, the tone and content of the message should not provide any harm to the sentiments of listeners, rather it should stimulate them to give response. Fifth one, that is convey things of help and value to listeners. It is always better to know the needs and interests of the listeners before communicating the message. The response from the listeners is surely obtained if the message is related directly or indirectly to their needs or interests. Ensure proper feedback. Proper feedback helps us in